The following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Christ by highest heaven adored, Christ the everlasting Lord. Late in time, behold him come, offspring of the Virgin's womb. Veiled in flesh, the Godhead see, hail incarnate deity. Pleased as man with man to dwell, Jesus our Emmanuel. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Mild he lays his glory by, bornless man no more may die. Born to raise the sons of earth, born to give them second birth. Risen with healing in his wings, light and life to all he brings. Hail, Son of righteousness, hail the heavenly Prince of Peace. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
And you've just heard the beautiful sounds of the Sauhegan, or some members of the Sauhegan Valley Chorus. And thank you so much for joining us on this special episode of The Loft here at the Hunt Memorial Building in Nashua. I'm Kathy Bailey-Smith, along with Amber Logue and Andrea Sebastian. And the two women that are joining us today are Jonatha and Jen. So you guys are going to tell us a little bit about your group, right? I want to hear more. I was in here doing a test singing so they could listen to like our microphones, and I did not sound anything like you guys. So how long has this group been around?
I believe it's been about 38 years, based out of the Milford area and surrounding communities, so Milford, Amherst, Merrimack, but we have members that come from Massachusetts, Nashua, all over, and it's ranged anywhere from 25-ish to our lowest to probably about 90 or almost 100 members, and right now we're at about 70 members as a full chorus.
Wow. Are you guys ever together as a full chorus or perform together as a full chorus?
Yes, so most of the time we are a full chorus, the Sauhegan Valley Chorus. We meet weekly, Tuesday nights from 7 to 9 in Milford at the middle school. It's a non-audition chorus, and we do have a pianist that we normally sing along with. So what you heard tonight was just us singing a cappella. And, but we have several subgroups that break apart and do their own little things in quartets and barbershops that sing separately, and they do their own thing. So it is a weekly practice, and then we have normally 2 to 3 concerts a year, which Jen will probably talk to you a little bit more about.
So when you talk about the concerts, if it's not Christmas season, what else do you sing?
Well, in the spring, we always have a different theme. We've done Broadway, we've done movies, we've done classics, we've done director's choice. This spring, it's going to be light music and comedy, and we have a fabulous soloist coming in. Her name is Rachel Cirillo, and she's winner of New Hampshire Theater Award for Best Actress.
Nice.
I think last year.
Okay.
And she's going to come in and do some comedy songs, and so that's on May 13th at the Amato Center in Milford. And then our most fun event of the whole year is our showcase. And we've done the 1930s, we've done the 40s, we did the 50s. This year we're doing a night at the Oscars. So we're going to have red carpet and everyone's going to wear gowns.
Are we invited?
Yeah, can we come?
Yeah. And everyone dresses up and we have food and we have beverages and it's really a fun evening. And that's June 17th. And this year we have 2 showings. We have at 2 o'clock and a 7 o'clock. And then we do other little things. We do the Fisher Cats games and we do Amherst 4th of July and things like this that come up because we love to sing. So anytime somebody asks us, we're like, yep, we gotcha.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Where's
you guys
the
sound
showcase?
great.
Where is the
The showcase is in Milford at the Milford Congregational Church Parish Hall, which is an adjoining building to the church.
So is it like you buy tickets and stuff? Or?
Yep. Usually you, for the showcase, you would need to buy tickets ahead of time because we do have a limited number of seats. We have 100 for each show. And you can go to our website, SauheganValleyChorus.org, to find out about any of the events and find links for online ticket buying.
Excellent. Excellent.
Wonderful. Well, let's stay tuned and listen to another beautiful song by this wonderful group. And now we are with Brenda Barron, trustee at the Hunt Memorial Building. Thanks for joining us today, Brenda.
So happy to be here. I love this time of year, so it's great.
I know, and so tell us a little bit about your experience being on the board, what the Scala is like, the Festival of Trees.
Great. So the Festival of Trees is the third year, and we get a lot of donations of these trees from various nonprofits, from the schools who participate and decorate a tree and donate it, and then they're auctioned off at a silent auction that occurs starting at the holiday stroll. People come in and view it, so we get people in the building. Since we renovated the building, we wanted to start to get a little bit more interest in what's going on here, to see the $1 million that was gifted by the city, you know, the work that we've done. And the trees being auctioned is a way for us to raise funds for the continued repair. And the biggest project that we're working on now is the restoration of the front doors to their original state with the original doors. So
How old is this building?
it was in 1903 it was built. So, and I've been on the board just under a year, having a great time, and it's given me a chance to get really back involved in the city. I'm a Nashua native, so it feels good to be part of it. So.
Wow, and those doors, I can only imagine when those doors are restored, how amazing
Stunning.
it's going to look down there.
It's going to be great, and so that's why, each year, this is the third year, and we evolve the Festival of Trees each year, and we're learning each year, how we can tweak it a little bit to get it a little bit better. One of the trees that actually was locked away is called our Vegas tree, and people were putting bids on it, had $100 in scratch tickets, so that brought a little bit of interest, and people could just pay for the raffle. There's a tree out front that has giant candy bars, and you could get all that candy off the tree for $1 a chance. That's a raffle.
Yeah, I want those Reese's peanut butter cups.
I had to frisk everybody on the way out. There were a lot of people wanting that. So I bought some for my family.
So can you show us, I know we talked about a little bit before, some of the highlighted trees, and I'd really like to show the folks at home some of the special trees here.
Okay, sure. Every tree is special, all right? We love every single tree, and there's so much heart and soul that goes into every single, ornament that's hung. And what's really wonderful is that it's a bigger festival this year. There are more trees, more schools involved, kids involved, there's handmade ornaments. But, you think about a tree like this is a New Hampshire tree, and you'll see by the star, and it's supposed to signify all things New Hampshire, and it's just a really adorable. And actually, this wasn't even sponsored by any, company or it was actually an individual, a friend of the hunt and a friend of Nashua, Isabel Hennessy. So she donated this tree, and it was up for bid, and it'll be going to somebody's home, so it's wonderful.
Beautiful. It has the New Hampshire state bird, the purple finch.
Yep.
Has lilacs, and has city names.
Yep. Has some birds, some moose,
Stunning.
some pumpkins, so it's really lovely. So we had a lot of fun with this.
Aw, maybe you should put your bid on this one.
I know.
She probably put her bid on several of them.
I want them all. Do you know how many rooms I have? I want a Christmas tree in every room.
Well, I think you can do that here.
There's another tree in particular that's very special and near and dear to a lot of our hearts, especially the mayor, Donnelly Lozo. And on her way out, we talk about the sidewalk project, and a lot of people were not happy with the trees being cut down, but something that she kind of knew that she wanted to keep in mind is that she was putting new trees in, but if you look at this tree over here,
Let's take a walk over.
this tree was actually carved out of one of the trees that was removed on Main Street, and this was in the mayor's office this whole time, and she lovingly and almost regrettably donated it for this year on her way out, and she just wanted it to find a very special home because she really worked hard to get the hunt, renovated. So it's
And this
a
one's for
very
auction
special
as well?
tree. Yes, it is. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of interest
This
in that
one's,
tree.
it's a piece of history. I mean, how can you?
It's a beautiful,
Wow.
beautiful little piece. But as we walk around, you'll see lots of really special, some of them are themed, some of them are just, fun. If you look at something from the YMCA, there's like pails and shovels and the kids swimming and that type of thing. So it's very cute, but there's been a lot of interest all the way around. But we can walk around and look at it.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
If we want to head this way.
So if you look at this tree here, it has a lot of from Candyland, the Candyland game, all the gingerbread and that type of thing. And this is from World Academy, which is a school. There's many schools that have been involved.
I actually love the carpet that they put with it,
Yeah,
too.
and here's the interesting thing. So when you see some of these trees and you see the items under the trees, even this tree skirts, what happens is the people win all of it. So we'll take this giant saran wrap and it gets wrapped up with everything, all the gifts that are under the tree. You'll see that there's a tree around the corner from the Pampered Chef, and there's cooking books and cutting boards and lessons to go for cooking. So it's actually a pretty significant gift. It's not just a tree. There's a lot more to it. Yeah. So
Well, when you look around at all the trees too, I mean, it's so overwhelming because where does everyone get the ornaments and things? I mean, they can't just sort of wake up one day and go, I'm going to donate a tree, or, it must be kind of months.
do, but
Really? I would need a year.
some
I
people
need
do.
to
So
like
this
really
is my
start
first.
thinking.
This is my first, and I actually worked with a few sponsors to get them. I asked them to, because Kale Bellavance, who has been just absolutely wonderful. She's led this. She's the president of the board of the hunt. And she has worked tirelessly through this whole thing to make this happen. She brought in, all the Huntington and the hunt community. Everybody's been in here. She asked me kind of late in the game to donate a tree. Can you do a tree? It's like, but so you kind of try to get an idea. You get, a lot of the people get sponsorship, and they'll get some funds, and they'll go and buy the tree and the ornaments, and they put it all together. Some of the like the schools, they might have all the kids making new ornaments, and so it's just very, personal.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
that's how
They're
it all
really
comes
neat.
together, and it's fun.
that.
And, we were sitting there at a board meeting, and we were trying to think of a way for a fundraiser. What could we do? And that's where we came up with the Vegas tree. So we found poker chips and cards and dice, and then we put $100 in scratch to it. So that was a lot of fun.
That is a fun tree.
Yeah, and then we'll have a few other fundraising things at the gala, which is held at the end, and these all get packaged up. But the gala, we found we're going to do a wine raffle where you just pull a cork out for $10 and you get a bottle of this, like 50 bottles of donated really nice wine.
Oh,
So-
yes, please. Can I pay Ben for that? Can I please
Because I
adopt that?
said to the girls earlier, I'm like, do you think they'll notice if I do that?
Probably not. So, I mean, we can look, there's several more trees, there's a lot of trees. You can talk about each one of them. They're all special in their own, they really are, so.
Well, thank you so much, Brenda, for
very
taking the time to
welcome.
talk
It's
to
been a
us.
pleasure.
We really enjoyed hearing a little bit more about the special trees because there's always a story
Right.
that goes with every tree, and it really, it really pulls it all together when you
Right.
hear the little intricacies of like what's going on and how they came here. So
Right.
Well,
And
you
so
really
many
feel
people.
festive.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When you're in here, like you can't help but feel the season.
It's
And
true.
So,
It's true.
I mean, it's really important to take a look,
But what
Take
was
a look.
really interesting is even one of the sponsors, that I had said, I go to the stroll every year. I didn't know there was something in that building. So I think that as we get the word out and it starts to grow, it's going to become more and more festive. So we're really thrilled with it this year, and we're going to keep going. And maybe we'll see double the trees next year.
like a tradition. This is a tradition for Nashua.
A
so.
new Nashua tradition.
Wonderful.
I'm happy to be part of.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare the room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, the Savior
that group is amazing.
They sounded really good, didn't they?
Oh, just beautiful.
Unbelievable. I felt like it was like, the little music boxes you have,
Yeah.
and they pop open. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect and beautiful.
I know, and the environment here is
I
to
know,
die for.
I
It's like
know.
I feel like my house with my one little tree is just not cutting it.
I'm feeling really inspired, you know? I think I have to like step it up a few notches after walking around in here. It's just beautiful.
It's so like, it's the spirit of Christmas, not just in the fact that there are trees and there's lights and, we heard Christmas songs, but it's the true essence of the fact that every single one of these trees was, first of all, donated, and second, it's by so many local organizations that actually, they rely on us to donate to them, and this is the one time of the year where they get to donate really to us.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
I know. It
Very,
really
very
is.
special.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here for this special episode of The Loft. Remember to get out there and enjoy your community and view local.
And from all of us to you, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Very Merry Christmas.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.